seat. Go ahead and have a seat. There are some seats available for those who wish. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
On behalf of the President of the United States, the Department of Navy, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of their appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service.
Baruch Dayan Hamet, who prays the judge of truth. sunny day at this time of year in Cleveland. And so we read Psalm 121. Always a beautiful psalm. Asai enai el haharim me'ayin yavo Ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai v'seshamai ba'aretz. Al yitzen lamot raglecha, al yanum shomrecha. Hine lo yanum v'lo yishan shomer Yisrael. Adonai shomrecha, Adonai tzilcha ad yad yaminecha. Yomam hashemesh lo yakeka v'yarech b'layla. Adonai yishmercha mikol ra, yishmer et nafshecha. Adonai yishmer tzedcha v'oecha, me'ata v'ad olam. I lift my eyes unto the mountains, from whence cometh my help? My help comes from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. God will not let your foot give way. Your protector will not slumber. See, the protector of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. God is your guardian, he is your protection at your right hand. The sun will not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all harm. He will guard your soul, your going and your coming, now and forever. And let us recite the 23rd Psalm in the English. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's a privilege to call forward granddaughter Rachel to speak words of tribute for her dear grandfather.
Are you there? Hello? I can't hear you. Are you there? Can you hear me? That would be the conversation we would have when cell phones first came out, when I would call you on the phone. I feel that's appropriate for right now. And I also know that you can hear, at least that's what I've been told, that you're hovering over the casket and you see what's going on. You are an amazing man, so full of life, so full of energy and youth. Your jokes were wonderful, and you always just put a smile on people's faces. Ezra Moshe was talking to Aunt Sue and Dad the other night, and they shared some of their favorite memories. Dad's favorite memory was when you came out to California and you guys went surfing in the ocean on the beach where you used to go when you were a kid and where you grew up. You were visiting Mom and Dad, and he really enjoyed that, and he remembers that you guys fell asleep after riding the waves in all day. And Aunt Sue had two favorite memories. One when she was a kid and you used to put her on your shoulders for bedtime, carry her upstairs, throw her down on the bed, shake her. She would laugh. It's a really good memory that she's going to hold close. Another one was for Valentine's Day. You guys went out to a restaurant by the water. Well, you guys were in Florida, and you danced. You were a great dancer. You really added that and gave that over to the family. It was passed on to the generations. Dad passed it on to Scott and me. I know that I dance with my kids all the time. One thing that the great-grandchildren will miss is your moose, your cow. Your cow was great. It really was. I was doing that the other night with the kids and they were laughing. One thing that stood out that you gave over was that you worked. You worked until you were in your 80s, doing what you enjoyed. You loved connecting with people, and you brought smiles to so many people, whoever you met, because you liked striking up conversations with them, getting them to laugh, and I think that really added to your life, and that gave you what to live for. And that I take away, and I hope to give that over to my kids and to have that youthful presence and laughter and fun. And we'll miss you. It's such it was an honor to be your granddaughter, and what a blessing that you've lived to 95. I think you're the oldest family member that I've known in our family, and may we only be so blessed to live such a healthy and long life. We'll miss you.
And to those words spoken as prayer, let us say, Amen. We are gathered this afternoon to fulfill the solemn obligation of paying our respects to our dearly departed Leo Gralnick, Label Ben Nosson. This assembly of friends and loved ones is a comfort and a support. Leo, you were hardworking, you were a loving family member, son, brother, husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, friend, co-worker. And as Howie and Susie, and now Rachel reiterated as well, things about Leo, as you spoke of him, I was reminded of an upcoming parasha, upcoming Torah teaching in the book of Exodus. We just began Exodus yesterday on Shabbos. But you are a reminder particularly of Exodus 35 and 36. So as we recall, Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus, begins, our ancestors, they will become slaves in Egypt. They will be redeemed by God's hand and Moses' leadership. They will receive the Torah at Mount Sinai. They will schlep through the wilderness. They will build a portable dwelling place for God. They'll kvetch for about 40 years as they're doing it. But they eventually will make it to the promised land. In order to build the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary, they will have to assemble the materials. So in some ways, they have to do home improvement, so to speak. In Parashat Vayakhel, Exodus 35, our ancestors were commanded to construct the tabernacle, and everything was going according to the plan. The people, they brought materials, and they continued to bring, and they continued to bring materials. There was just one problem. For the first time ever in a building campaign, our ancestors didn't know when to stop bringing. And so finally, in Exodus 36, Moses has to say, he made a proclamation, let no man or woman make further effort toward gifts for the sanctuary. This is Exodus 36, verse 6. And as we talked about Leo, and you talked about Leo, and I listened, I was reminded of this Torah teaching because in so many ways, Leo didn't know when to stop either. He was caring, he was generous, he was loving, he was funny, he was a friend to many, and many other things. And thank God he didn't know when to stop being those things. He was born July 6, 1925. in LA, in a place called Boyle Heights. Apparently Howie said it's a Jewish and Mexican ghetto. Or it used to be then. He always mentioned wanting to go back to Boyle Heights. His parents, Gussie and Nathan. Leo's older siblings, Bessie and Saul, of blessed memory. They predeceased him. As family lore was explained to me, Leo had a cousin here in Cleveland, and through the cousin he met Natalie, a Clevelander. Eventually he moved to Cleveland, married Natalie. Her father had a remodeling business, so Leo was in the home improvement business for many, many years, pretty much all of his adult life. Leo and Natalie married May 15, 1952, and shared a life together of almost 69 years. They lived in Cleveland and about 40 years ago moved down to Florida before coming back. In Florida, Natalie fell, broke a hip, needed a couple of surgeries. Things didn't go as well as would have been hoped. And one day in 2016, she said to Susie, "I'm not feeling quite myself. It's time to be near our children." And so they moved back up to Cleveland. Many have been the blessings of family for Leo and Natalie. If I leave anybody out, please just call it right out. Just let me know. I don't want to leave out anybody by accident. So Howie's married to Shauna. Susie's married to Tom. We have grandchildren. 2 grandchildren. Rachel, married to Jeremy. Scott, married to Erica. We have 5 great-grandchildren. We have Gabi, we have Adina, we have Ariella, Ezra, and Isabella.
You have to mention Ivy, the mother of Scott, in Rachel.
Ivy, the mother of Scott?
She's not here.
I understand.
But please you mention
Ivy.
her. No, I'm not Ivy.
No, not you.
Yeah.
I just mentioned Ivy.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Ivy, the mother of Scott.
And Rachel.
And Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that is, yep. Correction is good. That's why I asked for it. Ivy, the mother of Scott and Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay. Howie recalled, my father liked to tease people. He was very likable. He always came up with little nicknames for people. Howie said he didn't have hobbies. I mean, no real bad habits. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't play cards. His life was his family. He kept the house in great shape. Took the family on vacations to parks and other places. He was an excellent father. Howie said he was a perfect father. Family peace was really important to him. He would go out of his way to make sure that Shalom Bayit, family peace, was maintained. He was not religious in the traditional sense. He did good. He really did good. We grew up in a non-Jewish neighborhood in Lyndhurst. It was mostly Italian Catholic. Every Hanukkah, Dad built a 6-foot-tall menorah, Hanukkah, that he put on the front lawn. That was great. Shauna said, my father-in-law was uncomplicated. He was sweet, he was caring. He was a man who loved his family, and he just wanted family peace and unity and a smile on everyone's faces. He absolutely had no guile. He was guileless. No hidden agenda. Just an open human being, just an honest human being. He loved his wife. And you don't meet too many people like that. Susie recalled he was a great salesman at AA Home Improvement. Many times he won a vacation trip. He was a great salesman because he wanted to do right by people. He liked people. Many of his jobs were person-to-person referrals. There were times he came home with a pie from a customer who loved the new aluminum siding so much that he had recommended, and the family just wanted to give him a gift. He brought it back to the family. He didn't eat the whole pie himself. He brought it home to you. Right?
He'd share.
He'd share. Susie said, my father loved nature and animals. He was my rescuer and my hero for a lot of times in my life. And as Rachel said, Susie said, yeah, he was a great dancer. Every year we went to Masiello's for their anniversary for dinner and dancing. They loved to do that. They took us, and when they danced, people would ask, are you professionals? Then they would trade off. Mom would dance with Howie, Dad would dance with me. They were lovers of music, big time. The music on the tie. I don't know if you can see it, but music on the tie. Loved music. Dad loved the big bands. Mom was a little younger. She didn't love the big bands. She had others. I, Susie said, introduced them to Motown and disco. It was music that they could dance to. I moved down to Florida in 1979 and then came back in 2002. Leo and Natalie have been living in Richmond Heights Place, and he had many medical challenges. There's no reason to go through the whole long litany of medical issues. When you're 95, things break down, and we all know this.
But his handshake never did.
He had a great handshake.
Oh, yeah.
Still had a great handshake.
Oh, yeah.
94,
Fabulous.
he was a 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And also, you know, that he was in, when we were talking, I didn't get the mention, I didn't ask, I didn't get the mention of his time in the Navy. You know, World War II, without that generation who fought Hitler and the Nazis and, you know, the Imperial Japanese, wherever they were, on whichever side, it would be very different. Very, very blessed to have had them as our ancestors. On Tuesday, Leo breathed his last. And now there is no more pain or deterioration. There's just rest and wholeness and peace. Just as Shabbat, just as a Shabbos is a time of rest, so too for Leo it's a time of rest and peace. His soul is returning to God and to be with the souls of his dear relatives, friends, and the ancestors of our people. We learn this in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. The dust returns to the earth as it was. The spirit returns to God who gave it. One day all of us will join our loved ones in Olam Haba. The world to come. Olam Haba is a time, not a place. This is a place. Olam Haba is a time. And Judaism teaches that our souls will be together with our loved ones when we have gone as they have gone. Your memories are filled to overflowing with thoughts of Leo, and we give thanks to God for this gift of long life. As you think of him, you should take care of your house and your family. You should learn a few dance steps if you don't dance well already or at all. You should be helpful and kind. You should tell bad jokes, which are good jokes, but tell the jokes. And do these things in his loving memory. For only through our deeds can the world be compensated for his loss. And so we say with tears in our eyes words from the first chapter of the book of Job. Adonai natan, Adonai lakach, Yehi Shem Adonai mevarach. The Lord hath given, the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Amen. No, of course not. Wait one second. Yeah, of course. Just let me move out of the way. No, go. I could say two more.
I was thinking about this in the car ride here, and really, you have made the ultimate quantum leap. Every year, we're about to make the quantum leap, right? How do you feel about the quantum leap? You've done it. You've made the quantum leap.
Yes, you're right.
When I was a kid, I remember you used to sing to me, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow, you're only a day away.
Yes, the sun will come out tomorrow. Did you like that show or just like that song? It's a great song.
Remember the song.
Yeah.
He loves the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you that.
Oh, Ose shalom bimromav, Uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, yimru amen. Yase shalom, Yase shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, Yase shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, Yase shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, Yase shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, Yase shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. May God, who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, cause peace to rain down upon us, upon all Israel, upon the soul of our dear Leo. And let us say, Amen. Into your care, O God, we entrust the spirit of our dear Leo Gralnick, Abel Ben Nasser. For you keep faith with your children in death as in life. Sustain us that we may meet with serenity the mysteries that lie ahead, knowing that when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you, O God, are with us, a loving friend in whom we put our trust. You are the light of our life, our hope in eternity. El male rachamim, shochen bamromin, hamitzem necha nechana, tachat kanfei hashchina, im kedoshim u'tohorim, kezohar rakiam asirim, et nishmat Lebo ben Nasen, Shalach לעולמו, בעל הרחמים, יסתירהו בסתר כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרו בצרור החיים את נשמתו, אדוני הוא נחלתו. וינוח בשלום על משכבו, ונאמר אמן. Compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to our dear Lebo ben Nasser or Leo Gralnick. He has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let him find refuge in the shadow of your wings, and let his soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is his inheritance. May he rest in peace. And let us say, Amen. Now we sanctify God's name and recall Leo as we recite the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ba'alma divrach irutei v'yamelech malchutei, Chayechon v'yomechon v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba Muvarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitala shmei d'kudusha b'richu ve'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran ba'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May God grant peace to those who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved among us. And now we will escort his body to its final resting place as we place earth upon the casket. The family may, and anyone else who wishes to may as well. Go your way for God has called you.
If you would like,
There's
also a small container
Go your
over
way
there
and may
that you
God
can
be
use.
with you. V'halach yipadecha tzitecha kavod Adonai yaspecha. May your righteousness go before you, and may the glory of God precede you.
I don't think I can do that.
Whichever you wish, and as much as you wish.
Anyone else would like to step forward, you're more than welcome to at this time.
Are we allowed to put all the dirt back up?
All of it? I don't know that you'll be able to do all of it.
What we
because
can
it's-
do is we can do as much to fill the vault, after which we have to wait till the vault lid is on
This
before
is
we fill all
incredibly
the
heavy
way.
at this point. But, careful. Yeah, if you want to do that, we'll want to put the vault in and then we can.
I'm getting cold.
For everyone who is here, please speak these words after me, speaking them to the people, the mourners with the ribbon. May God console you
May God console you.
with all who mourn in Zion and Jerusalem. Hamakom Yenachem Etchem B'Tov Shalom Etzion Yerushalayim. We will recite Kaddish for Leo Wednesday afternoons at Hebrew school, Sunday mornings at Sunday school, and every Friday night for the next month. It'll be our privilege to do so. Our service is at 7:30.
Put a little bit on because we have